For this tutorial, I'm going to be teaching you how to do a simple French braid. There are several types of braids that can be done with hair, but what I love about the French braid is that it's very easy to learn and it's also extremely versatile. As I'm sure you've seen, braids can come in all shapes and sizes. What I'm going to do for this braid, rather than doing one large braid that takes away all of my hair, or even two braids that split it in half, I'm going to do one small braid that starts in the front of my hair and leads into a ponytail on the side. Now, to begin any braid that's going to be going to one side or the other, you have to first part your hair. So I'm going to do a part over here on the right side of my hair because I want my braid to go to the left. So pick the direction that you want for your braid and part on the opposite side. Alrighty, so I know which direction I want the braid to go in. Now next I have to think about what size I want the braid to be. Because I'm not entirely sure yet, I'm going to section off a good portion of hair that gives me a lot of room to decide if I want a larger or smaller braid. Now, for the rest of the hair that won't be included in the braid, I'm going to go ahead and put that back in a ponytail just so that it's out of my way. I'm going to use a simple hair tie and secure it so that it won't interfere with the rest of the braid. Alright, now with the hair that I do plan on using for the braid, I'm going to go ahead and comb it, make sure it's pretty easy for me to run my fingers through, that way it won't be a distraction when doing the actual French braid. Alright, now to begin, I'm going to take 3 small sections of hair right along the part here where the braid is going to be starting. I've got one here, another one here, and a third one. Alright, now of course when braiding you only have 2 hands available to use, so honestly the hardest part is getting used to holding onto 3 different sections of hair and keeping them separate the entire time. But I promise that the more you practice, the easier it will get. Okay, so the only process required for doing a French braid this way is keeping those 3 strands separate and alternating them as they weave over one another. So first take this outside section and put it over the middle one so they're exchanging places. Okay? Then you're going to take the back section and do the same thing with it. So now all the strands have traded places. Now from here on out, every time you cross one of the outside strands over to the middle, you're going to add hair to it. This continual adding of hair is what keeps the braid secure to your head. So with this outside section, I'm going to grab a little bit more hair from the front, put those together, and then take it to overlap that middle section. Now with my new back section, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to add a little bit more hair and then overlap the middle section. As you can see, it can be a little bit tricky to keep those sections separate, but just use all the fingers you can and make sure that those do stay distinct because that's what makes the braid look pretty. So I keep adding hair before I pull those sections to the middle, and they keep trading places. Now you can add as little or as much hair as you want each time you overlap a section, and that will just change the thickness of your braid overall. Alright, so I'm going to add some more hair here before I take this outside section back to the middle. I'm going to do the same thing in the back, pick up some more hair here as I bring this to the middle. Okay, so it's up to you to determine how long you want to keep your braid going. Some people like a braid that only goes so far, some people like their braids to continue. Sometimes I'll put bobby pins in my hair here to stop the braid so I can wear my hair down, but for this tutorial I'm going to go ahead and finish the braid and lead it into the ponytail. So at this point I'm no longer picking up extra hair because I don't want the braid to continue to be attached to my head. So here I'm just braiding normally, simply overlapping the sections and weaving them over one another from the outside to the middle and back again. Alright, now when I have the braid to a length that I know will reach the ponytail, I can go ahead and stop braiding, and I'm going to grab the hair that was in that ponytail that we sectioned off to keep separate from the braid. Now I'm going to pull all the hair together, and of course you can use a brush if you'd like to make the ponytail more smooth, but for me my fingers will do just fine. I'm going to secure the hair with a hair tie, And there you have it. This is a French braid leading into a ponytail, and I didn't even need to use any bobby pins to secure it.